Good day everyone. Today I am going to report about the lesson 14, Rizal and Education. And our lesson outcome in this day is that at the end of the lesson, students should be able to first identify the different works of Rizal that showed his perception and the importance of education in the country. Second, create their own plans in their future. And third, discuss their chosen careers that may help in the improvement of the life in the Philippines. We have our introduction. Despite the numerous works of Rizal, he consistently emphasized the importance of education in his work. So, as we have seen in the Nolimi Tangere, he wants to build a school for the youth or for the children in order for them to be educated. While historians are torn between the Rizal's stance on the revolution and reform, historians do agree that the education of the Filipino people was his top priority from the moment anticipated in the propaganda movement displayed his short stay in the Pitan until his last day in Fort Santiago. So even historians agree that Rizal wants to give importance to education because education ito yung magmumulat sa mga tao upang makita yung mga kamalian na ginagawa ng kumpento ng simbahan ng panahon ng mga Espanyol. Next is education and Rizal's work. Educating the Filipino is the common theme in most Rizal's political writings. In Oleme Tangere, the main character Crisostomo Ibarra wanted to build a school for his countrymen. So, as we have seen in the role play that we have done, Crisostomo Ibarra wants to build a school for the youth. And he even consulted Piloso Potasio for that for the building of that particular school. And then, in the second novel, the El Filibusterismo, Simon now had a more proactive view on education, stating that simple education was not enough. So, in his second novel, the El Filibusterismo, Simon, which is Ibarra, for the second novel, which he changed his name to Simon, how now have a proactive view on education, which is simple education should not enough. So, what do we mean by this? So, simple education, which means that if you're a doctor, you will not just focus on your career or on your field, but you will also contribute to the society. Rizal through Simon wanted students and professionals who are active in their chosen fields to be also involved in conversation regarding the status of the nation and trying to address these societal issues. So, as I have said earlier, Rizal do not only want professionals to focus on their fields but also to contribute on societal issues. In Influbusterismo, chapter 7, Simon was unmasked by Basilio and they had a debate regarding the youth's role in easing the suffering of the country. For Basilio, being a physician cured physical illnesses was already enough. Simon, however, emphasized the importance of curing not only the physical illness but also the social illnesses experienced by the country. Rizal, through Simon, wanted students and professionals who are active in their chosen fields to be also involved in the conversation regarding the status of the nation. So as what Rizal wants to, through Simon, he wants to professionals to be involved in societal issues. And in the 1892, the La Liga Filipina was established. One of the objectives of the organization was to encourage instruction or teaching, agriculture, and commerce. Even in the marginalized status of women, Rizal viewed education as a primary tool for their empowerment in male-dominated colonial society. So during the 1892, the La Liga Filipina was established. And also, even in the society wherein male were dominated colonial society where male have the more privilege than women, Rizal want everybody, every youth, male or female, to be educated in order for this male-dominated society to be abolished or to be to fade because male and female should be equal in the society. Next is the education as evolution. Rizal also viewed education as a means to an end. So in his Memorias de Estudiante de Manila, Rizal used fire as a symbol of education. During the 1860s to 1870s, most Filipinos demanding for reforms were educated elites as well as native secular priests such as Padre Jose Burgos. So during this time, 1860s to 1870s, those who wants reform were those who are educated elites and native secular priests. Why? Why are they only one who wants reforms? Because they are the only Filipinos at that time who are educated or was the education. Then the repressive colonial regime tagged students as stabilizers, and there was a massive crackdown among intellectuals as well as their families, especially after the Cavite Mutiny of 1872. And after the Cavite Mutiny of 1872, the repressive colonial regime tagged students as stabilizers, and there was massive crackdown among intellectuals as well as their families, as well as their families. So during this time, after the Cavite Mutiny of 1872, there was a massive crackdown among intellectuals, which means the Spanish controlled those who can have education. And the propaganda movement in Europe, the tagging of intellectuals as establishers continued through 1880s and 1890s. So the tagging of individuals were continue starting from the 1860s up to the 1890s. And then during the December 31, 1896, as Rizal, as a central figure of the propaganda, he became the main target of the colonial regime and was executed. So this day, December 31, was the Rizal Day, and it is also the day where Rizal was executed. And then Rizal education. Rizal viewed education as something revolutionary, not in subversive and violent sense, but freeing the mind from the darkness and bands of ignorance. So as Rizal, according to Rizal's view, he says that education is something revolutionary, not in subversive and violent sense, which means that it is not about killing, it is not about death, but in freeing the mind from the darkness and bands of that ignorance, which means he wants everybody to have education in order for them to be freed from ignorance and darkness. A free mind, however, must be aware of the different issues of his or her society. So, Rizal wants everybody to be aware of the societal issues, not only focus on their fields, even if you have education, but also he encouraged everybody, especially the youth, to be aware of the societal issues and find solution about it. So this is where my report ends. Thank you for listening.